The 144,000 sealed, when they heard the four angels at the four corners of the earth, they presented themselves and began. When they started hearing the new song, they learned they would be born on earth. They would hear this new song again, and at that moment they knew they had to leave the big cities for the mountains and then return to rescue people from the cities. My brother, yes, so I'll continue now from where we left off. At that moment, with the 144,000 sealed, the four angels at the four corners of the earth, after all this happened, receiving the 24 prophets, like a gathering in heaven itself, a meeting of brothers, not a feast, but a meeting of brothers. And so, my brothers, after some time, passing one day, almost 2 days in the kingdom of heaven, with little time left to complete 7,000 years, the Messiah called out. He was speaking with the 144,000 sealed ones and the two witnesses. Then the Messiah called the 144,000 sealed ones. And they began walking in a direction of the kingdom of heaven, where the Messiah would explain everything to them, one by one, what would be done. At that moment, when they spoke with the Messiah, when he called the 144,000 sealed ones for the first time, the Messiah did not call the two witnesses. So the 144,000 sealed ones looked at the Messiah saying, "But how, my brother, won't they come?" This relates to a prophecy where the Messiah said, "The first shall be last and the last shall be first," which is also part of this prophecy. Then the Messiah answered, "You go first to the land to gather all the sheep and bring them to the prepared place." They go last, they are the final two to go, but they are the first to ascend to the kingdom of heaven. When they die after 1,260 days, after 3.5 days, as the brothers know, they resurrect and ascend to heaven, and the 144,000 sealed will be in the mountains, still waiting to complete the 1,335 days. So, my brothers, when the Messiah called the 144,000 sealed, and they went toward him and saw that the two witnesses didn't go, the Messiah said to the two witnesses, "Wait, for you will be the last to receive the message." And what did the Messiah do then, Brother John? He took each one of the 144,000 sealed, with little time left to complete the 2,000, the 2 days, the 2,000 years that he said he would return. So what did he do? He took each one of the 144,000 sealed and placed them one by one, with one on every mountain on earth. 36,000 in North America, 36,000 in South America, 36,000 in the East, 36,000 in the West. One by one, he left them there, scattering the brothers all over the earth. And these brothers were born from a woman's womb, after the Messiah explained and said, "Now is the time for you to be born from a woman's womb." And this conversation between the Messiah and them, the two witnesses don't know what happened. They didn't hear it because the Messiah took them one by one, spreading them across all the mountains of the earth, the places he purchased with his blood throughout the corners of the earth. But the witnesses didn't hear what conversation took place. After the Messiah finished explaining to the 144,000 sealed ones and placing them where they should stay during the great tribulation to rescue people, our brother's sheep, gather them and take them to these places, what did the Messiah do? He explained to each one, they already knew what to do. They would be working on the land, doing something. When they heard this music, they were to stop whatever they were doing. Stop and go to that prepared place where only they could hear this music. They would follow the sound to reach that location. And then, after the Messiah spoke to the 144,000 sealed ones, he took them all to these mountains across the earth, throughout the planet, to the 144 mountains on earth. He scattered them. After the Messiah finished, he returned. Then the Messiah called the witness from the north and said, "Now let's go. I'll take you to your place where you'll be born, where everything will happen." The witness from the south also doesn't know what happened to the witness from the north. He only knows that the Messiah took him and led him north. The witness from the south can speak about what he saw in the south. The one from the north, the 144,000 sealed, they don't. But the witness from the south didn't see what they did or what conversation the Messiah had with him. What she knows is hear the music, abandon everything you're doing, and go to where you hear the music. There our brothers will gather, the Messiah will receive them, prepare them to return and find brothers in the big cities and lead them to the mountains. On this part, my brothers, about the 144,000 sealed and the northern witness, I can't say much because I don't know. I don't know what our brother told them, but basically the sealed ones already know who they are. Yes, the sealed, the 144,000. Do they already know who they are? Do they have an idea, or will they only know when the Messiah calls? I think they already have an idea, sister. I think they already know. I think they're already preparing, but they won't speak about it. It's going to be very difficult to identify them. They won't reveal themselves. They're waiting for the music. When they hear the music, that's when they'll run. They'll have little time. But they're smart, very quick. You can trust them completely. When you hear the bridegroom's call, as they say, right? Half will wake up immediately. While the others are getting up, it'll already be too late. They'll already be in the mountains when the others wake up. Because getting to the mountain might take a day or two, not longer than that. I don't know how the 144,000 sealed ones will take you there. Don't forget, if the sealed ones touch you the moment they hold your hand, if you become an angel, you can travel 500 miles in seconds. It will be a spiritual body, an angel's body. You'll become angels and you'll reach the mountain very quickly.